Okay, so time. And I didn't do this to like do something, whatever, but now I want to record me standing up because that's important. That can show that I have, and even if not, but also I want to do it. I said I was going to do it, and I don't have to. But again, like I said, like just time, like different things. But I'm sitting here. Like for instance, if somebody say they're gonna do something for me, and I say, well, this is a suggestion for that same amount, or then this is more valuable, or whatever. But at the same time, there is a resource there, and so I can make value of that resource just for that moment of time, just for that little bit of time, just to go do these little things. And that's just how, if somebody say that they want to give me a hotel room for a couple days for the same amount that I can rent a car for a couple days, I would rather rent a car for a couple days. But if I only have a choice for a hotel for a couple days, because perhaps it's going to storm, but even though a car, I could be in a car in a storm too, then I would say, okay, but I want a specific geographical location because I have concerns. I don't want to always settle for anything, or I don't want to be somewhere where they're going to be taking advantage of me, or if I'm stuck there, what kind of amenities, or am I going to have to worry about filth, or if I'm going to have to worry about, different things. Like, and it's the same thing being out here in the streets too. So that's what I said. It's a matter of me having a preference, and then people saying, well, they offered me something, and then I didn't accept it because I have a personal preference. So I say, when that time comes, talk to me about it, and then I can see, because it's a lot of the same in a lot of the same cities anyway. And so whatever, whatever the focus, I'm not saying about turning you down. I'm just saying, if you came to me and you're not asking me specific, and I don't know exactly how it aligns, then I'm going to tell you, okay, this is my suggestion. I'm an independent person, and I even said I'm going to contact because it's like when I called WKRP, Wisconsin Racine Kenosha Partners, I got to deal with somebody with an attitude. So I'm like, okay, so that's very minimal that I have to deal with. But I want to see how much money have you all given me, so I can start paying you, and I'm going to pay you at the same time, even if you give me food stamps. I'm going to keep paying you, making sure. I want a bill of how much. Even when I was in jail, I wrote them, how much is it costing me? How much is it cost for me to be up in here? What is it? And they didn't know, what I'm saying? But there's different things. I have to figure out how to find shelter, like how to find, and I have to be careful when I say shelter or whatever. A long time ago, before I ever stayed in the shelter, I said I want to open up a shelter. I want to open up a group home for children. I want to open up a group home for people. I went and stood before a mayor and other people in the community and talked about my business plan. I had different business plans where I was in programs, and so-called people trying to tell them like, oh no, don't worry about it, like disregarding me, when I didn't even know that. I didn't even come there with them. I didn't even know that they worked there, and they took like trying to have ownership of me. And then when I call them, they don't even want to talk to me. They don't have shit for me, but interrupting me when I'm taking classes to try to get a loan or whatever, or give these people. Why do I have to give my business plan and be kicked out of a program or not get what I said? I know I can do that on my own. I don't need that business to do that for me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't know, and y'all probably do know, but you thought that I don't know, and maybe there was times where I wanted to believe, but I believe in me too, and I don't believe that. I don't have to. I do not have to believe all of that stuff. I really don't. I want to do some stuff for me in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that, and I've tried to have people where in my life all the time, constantly let them know my every move and stuff like that, because I thought I was supposed to do that. I do not have to do that. I do not even want to do that all the time, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? At some point, but I'm not going to have any kind of stranger not telling me about anything. I'm not agreeing to any of that. I'm not saying anything in particular. You may not take note of what you think okay, I'm telling you right now. So if you all gonna keep doing stuff to try to like figure out what you can have over me, I've been taking care of anybody that have accused me. I've been trying to call. I have my credit report. That's another reason I have to work on it and call these different people. I have tried to call places that I've had like for repossessions and stuff like that. They won't communicate with me, or they say it's too far out. I'm like, no, this is still on my credit report though. Your name is still on my credit report. I have a right to talk to you about it. You're not keeping this shit on my credit report and not talking to me about it. It's not fair. And I have had, resources to try to or they give it to another company or whatever, but I know that no, I don't have a debt with you. This stuff is serious. Let's see. It's good. I'm not gonna have just because you think something bad with your body. That's not. And I can say just because so many people go through the same thing don't mean it's good. Don't mean it's healthy. It doesn't necessarily have to be healthy. I do not want people hating on me and trying to say I don't even be knowing. I'm not worried about you. I'm not doing all that. The same, you can move one way, I can move my way. You move your way, I move my way. It's not a problem. It's not something that is going to be a problem or an issue or anything like that. So I would appreciate, please, if you not hate on me during my day today at no fashion. No, because sometimes where there is events where I'm in a public, I am busy working on my stuff, and I don't need to have one behavior that I would have here and bring it there, because that's not the same. Like if I'm on a phone call, as soon as you hear me on a phone call, you cause a disturbance, so you trying to bring up something that you know that you have against me instead of you mind your own business. I know how to articulate things. I know what I'm seeing. And you, just because people are writing these things down, again, being lazy, false information and shit like that, because they too busy on my Facebook surfing the web and dumbass shit, posting while they at work, and then when they get to the time where they have to chart and shit, they ain't did shit with me, so they make up some shit because they don't give a fuck about me, and they like, oh, I'm hating on her anyway, or she can make it, she knows other people, she has money, she has this, she has that, and discounted my life for them, and they're putting themselves at a disservice. So then when they find out, they try to medicate me and slow my mind down, slow my brain down, slow me down so I can't talk. And I'm making it. I'm who I am. I have my own priorities and my own things. I'm not about to chase you or do something or come after you and so it can look like I was the person who attacked you, or you trying to do some self-defense. Don't do that to me, please, because it's not fair, because I'm not even trying to go that way with you. You come and you talking to me, I ask you your real name, and you know my real name, and then you trying to shush me off and do all kind of dumbass shit. You don't want to tell me your real name. I never told you my name, so how do you even know my name? And you comfortable talking to me about comfortable talking to me about my name and saying my name, but I never told you my name, and you probably telling people that we went to school together, or you know me some to get in good with these people, and you use me as a reference and shit, but you don't know me. Anybody that I have used as a reference, I have talked to them, and now I don't even use people like that as a reference unless I've re-talked to them now, because things are changing. But I like people that wouldn't even talk to me. I get a call from people, and then they talking about, do you know this person do you know whatever? And I'm like, and I'm like, it puts me in a badass space if I'm trying to believe in myself and I gotta say some stupid shit about somebody. Man. Now people, and yeah, I put people's name out there or whatever, they making reports about me or whatever, so Chelsea want to talk to me. Why do Chelsea want to talk to me? Chelsea want to talk to me, it's going to have to be on a recorded line. Now, so don't try to test me and say that I'm being fake. Don't try to test me and say, but I already told Ron Rogers. Now Chelsea making reports about me in places where they not giving me my records and shit. So don't try to say that I'm saying it, because I tried. When I was in jail, Chelsea did not want to talk to me. Division of Children and Families did not want to talk to me. it was a lie that I had attacked her, and she said that she was refusing to come because I was combative against her in jail. That never happened. I was never combative to her. I was never put in restraints. It was never a punishment as a pretrial detainee, an innocent party toward her. I already told Ron Rogers that I only am talking to Chelsea when there's other people around. But I told him that I was supposed to talk to him. He called me, and I didn't even call him. I called the full director. I'm not putting all this information out so it can be chaos on your line, but maybe y'all need to get some shit to motherfucking gather where people feel like they have to call you, and this is a problem. And y'all talking about y'all don't want me to be the motherfucking mayor around this bitch or work in any public. Okay, yeah, there are people that are in line and shit, but they got education, they have a right. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking care of me. I'm not trying to control all this dumbass shit. And I'm not gonna go through this while I'm in somewhere and be yelling and fussing and get kicked out of some shit. You're not gonna set me up, because I know you got friends in motherfucking places, but I got me. Why do Chelsea want to talk to me? I don't know Chelsea on a personal level at all. I have put my email out there if they want to contact me. Whoever want to contact me, email me, and it's still the same. If she want to contact me, now you done brought some shit. I tried to talk to you last week when you tried to call the fucking police on me. You ain't want to talk to me. Now it's a full week later. Now you want to talk to me more? What do you want to talk to me about? No, why does she want to talk to me? So I'm putting her name out there. So now it's excusing her, but that's her motherfucking job. And again, this is my personal life. I did not ask for Chelsea to be in my life. I also asked for a different social worker. But Chelsea is telling me that's not happening. They all want her to stay on my... No, I'm not doing it, because she falsifies her documents over and over again. Copying and pasting and putting unsubstantiated shit, putting other people's evictions and shit that's not even mine on records, doing all kind of dumb shit that have nothing to do with me. I've already told y'all. You already said that. So why am I mentioning Chelsea's name? Because this is the person that y'all not fixing the problems. Y'all not trying. Y'all still telling me that I can't even see whoever I want to see in my life. I can't even call. Y'all got the school fighting me because they don't even know about whoever. And so y'all trying to make it seem like I'm fake, that I can sit up here and talk stuff about somebody and say all this, and I didn't say that, but I have to plan a call with this person, and I've already said that, because I have to record I will not talk to Chelsea. Y'all not gonna put me in jail. This is not a criminal case. I'm not committing any crimes or anything. She can record all she wants to, but only way I talk to Chelsea if it's recorded. I will not talk to her unless she email me first and tell me why she want to talk to me, and if it's recorded. I talked to Ron Rogers last week when I was in that hotel. He have not called me back. I have a choice of my shelter, and people buy motorhomes and all kinds of stuff and travel. You cannot tell me what is appropriate for me. If you have a suggestion or whatever, that can be communicated. I am not illegal because I do not have a place. I can choose whatever, like, for real. Like I said before, my daddy had good credit. My credit was straight. I was able to get a car, with my dad's name and me on it, my car or whatever, co-sign or whatever, right? But they chose a car for me, and that happened so many times. No, I should be able to choose my own motor vehicle, and I have the credit to do it. And then you give me problem cars. Like, then I get a new car or whatever, but then you tell me, I said, that car note is too high. Okay, well, if it's too high, just go ahead and accept it, and then contact the credit bureau, and the credit agency, and then they'll they'll negotiate with you or whatever, for the bill. I'm like, I only want like a $300 car note, nothing more. I get the fucking car note, it's over $500, and I told them I could not afford that. And I told them I wanted to add some things to my car or whatever, and they told me to contact them. This the dealership right here in Kenosha. That's why I said all these big people got problems with me, and they putting their money together to fucking fight me instead of giving me the fucking money that they putting into that. But they doing it too much, and I'm the one talking about it. So when I get that motherfucking car note and it wasn't adjusted, they still went ahead. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? Because also there was some conversation too that they would communicate the issue, and I wouldn't have to pay that. So then I called. I said, okay, it's still there. I called, and the bank told me that there's no way that they can do it. So then I reported the dealership to them. And I contacted the dealership. And then eventually they stopped talking to me. They probably found a loophole, which was not real. And again, I'm not doing that. I'm not talking to Chelsea. I'm not talking to any of them. I talked to Ron Rogers. He asked me in a roundabout way if I'm recording. I said no, I'm listening, I'm talking. But it seemed like I should have recorded that call too. I'm not talking to them without being the Kenosha Division of Children and Family. They can talk to me in fucking court. They can talk to me before the judge, of course, because they've been doing that shit, talking about me without inviting me to court. I did not know about any court dates or any motherfucking thing. And I'm standing on that, and that is the truth. The public defender did not tell me, and I posted some of the emails or whatever. He even told me that there was something and he would contact me afterwards, and he did not ever contact me. I didn't even know that there was another attorney that had went to court without me and said that she couldn't even talk to me or whatever, and she said that they didn't even give her the records or whatever. I asked for my files, I asked for all my different stuff, and the Wisconsin State Public Defender did not give me anything. This is a problem. I have trouble on my own. Shit. And then people put questions. Well, what would you do if you see this? Would you do that? Shit, okay, that's gonna come to mind, but shit, what the fuck? Watch and see if I ever do anything with it. How you know I even want that shit? You're not about to tell. You got your own stuff that you can't decide in your life, and you want to stump with the motherfucking big timers and shit. The high rollers and Ace Boom Coons and all this shit. Well, bitch, figure it out. Because I can't come with you everywhere you go. I don't want to. I have my own life. So you're not about to have me in a motherfucking cage and pull me out whenever you want to talk to me when you have some questions about your motherfucking self. I am not your goddamn therapist, bitch. And I don't want to be. No, I don't want your shit fucking up me. I do not want your shit fucking me up. So if I have them on my camera or anything and they see themselves, just email me. I'll give you a copy. If I get some software and shit and learn how to whatever, but I'm not doing that shit. This is my fucking recording. This is who I am, but I can give you a copy of the recording. Whatever. If you got a copy of that shit without my permission, then give me a copy of what you got. I don't give a fuck. Email me. This is me for real. Like, and I have all different kind of situations. It's not like I'm not like this all the time. There's no way I want to be. Jasmine_Renee Davis at Outlook.com. I promise you, I better get that email because I'm trying. I do not have. And then they don't even want to count my phone bill on the food stamps. They said I still don't qualify for priority service to get food stamps. So I have to wait until the 14th to get more food stamps all the way from the 20 something. Whatever day, like the 25th or 27th, whatever day I don't know. I don't have to keep track of that shit. But from $45 from all the way from the 26th or something like that of April all the way into the 14th of May. And if I have a bill or like an energy bill amount, they didn't even want to count that, and they're going to tell me, you're going around in circles, I'm going to hang up on you when I'm asking to communicate with them properly. So email me. You know what I'm saying? Because I asked you to talk to you while you were trying to call the police, but you had the upper hand, motherfucker, and you didn't want to talk to me. And also, I contacted the department. I contacted all these people. Don't try to act like I've never been so motherfucking sophisticated and high and mighty that I don't talk to people. Just like, yeah, I was in jail and I wasn't talking to people. Then when I'm homeless out on the street, I see people talking to me. And it's just in general. But I didn't ask any of them to go home with them. I didn't ask any of them for a handout. I didn't ask any of them to go in my business. And I said, what are people probably thinking like, oh, now you ain't want to talk. Now, no, I don't. That's the problem. But I know these a difference between somebody being in jail now, identifying themselves as agency, and me actually contacting a network or something that is public to get to what I need to get to. That is the difference. And that is how it's how it is. And that's just how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? I put effort in my time. It's times where, you know what I'm saying, I may not go to the bathroom for hours, and when I go, I'm sitting there and I'm urinated 3-4 times. I'm having a big old bowel movement, and I already, you know, have to consider this stuff. I'm about to see what I'm about to go. I'm so grateful I got somebody to buy me some food. But that's only going to be, so I have to eat a little bit, and that's them nutrients are not staying because I'm healthy. I don't have gunk and clutter all up in my bowels and shit. I move my bowels, and that's healthy, and people, that's me as a person. People do what they want to do. I'm just about to get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. That's just how it is, you know? It's nice, and it was like a solar eclipse and stuff. I thought I seen, well, I seen the solar eclipse that was like years ago, you know, here. But I suppose it's going to be another one soon, but I don't know when it's going to be. But this is like, you know, something different. Hello. Am I in trouble? I was just about to come and use the, go back into the store.
No, it's a trouble. We're just saying that we can't hang out here all day, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm about to go back into the store and purchase things and then go sit up there and eat. I was just using my phone as a paying customer.
Okay, yeah,
I'm gonna go in there and buy something.
Yeah, we're just saying.
I'm not hanging though.
Yeah, we can't.
Did somebody report me?
No.
So how did you know I was out here?
Oh, I just looked outside.
Oh yeah, no, actually you came right when I was standing up and getting up.
You were here when I got here this morning.
Yeah, sit down here.
So
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and I'm paying customer or whatever. Yeah. And so, what's the problem?
You've been here since last night, right?
What is it? So you don't want me to be at your store? I can't because I know that I can come in as a customer.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. So
We can't
today is
hang
today.
out here all day either, you know?
Okay, I'm here. So you don't want me, so somebody, because I know that a woman from a church, no, I'm not going to go there. Please, stop, please. I don't know these people. A woman that, hey, I'm not in church, and if it's testified against me, because I do not know. You said you saw me on the camera, and I should not do this, but somebody asked me. Now, if you all don't think that I'm faithful enough and you think that you're going to come to me, I'm growing, I'm trying, I'm observing. But I also know that people have different laws that they are basing things off of too. And so I'm having a problem here. And I'm trying to figure these things out. As soon as I stand up, every time I get ready to walk away, they don't do it while I'm sitting there. But soon, because it's going to look like they're kicking me out. They want to hurry up when I'm getting ready to walk away. So now they want to trespass me. And this is a law.
No one's trespassing in.
But so that's what I'm
just
saying. I
letting you
told
know.
the woman that I was going in there. Then I got more busy talking on my phone.
Okay.
And at 6 o'clock you are open. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So what is the problem?
The problem is people can't be sitting outside.
If I
the
come
store
as a
all night.
customer, you only see me at 6 o'clock though.
Wait, we also
Okay.
have cameras, so we know
Okay.
you were here since 10:45
Okay.
last night.
And I was in your store too, buying stuff.
Well, we close at 11 p.m., so you shouldn't be on our property between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m.
Well, that's not what I was told from the police.
the police can
The
come
police
here and
also-
tell you again that you cannot be
Okay,
here
so
when
okay.
we are closed
Okay.
on our property.
And I did not know that. And can you
We're
just
just
give it to
letting
me?
you
Can you
know
give
now.
it to me in
We're
writing?
sharing you
Yeah, I know
information.
because I'm doing too much. I have a place where I'm charging my phone, and now where somebody coming up to me and also trying to tell me that I need a ride from here that work here, and I'm like whatever. Now you all, as soon as I stand up, you trying to make it like
It was a coincidence that you just
No.
said we were coming out here to let you know.
no,
because
I don't
you were
know.
sitting there.
Okay, because but why not say something to me this morning at 6 o'clock?
Because we didn't know that you were out here the whole night long. Maybe you just were just in the store and sat here for a minute. So-
Okay, and so what is the crime that somebody that's homeless using your plug that you're not using?
It's called loitering.
How is it loitering? I'm a customer that still have food that I have
A
here.
customer would come in and shop. You could hang out, eat some food, and then you move on. You wouldn't stay the night outside of our store. That's not allowed customers or anybody.
Okay,
Not
and
professionals.
so if the people are telling me to find somewhere else to go and go to a public place and sit at that public place, then okay, and I find somewhere here in the community and it's raining, so I'm gonna stand up under here. But where I have a problem
is
is
private property.
No.
Business.
Well, a business that welcomes the public, right?
Private still.
Do
Yes.
you welcome
We have
the
right
public?
To refuse service to anybody.
But
else.
why? What did I do for you? I'm telling you, and I told
All
her.
I'm saying is you can't stay here all overnight. You can come in, you can shop, you can go up the stairs, you can eat your food, and you can hang out there for a little while, and then you have to move on.
Okay, so can you get that to me in writing? What? Why can't you give it to me in
Why do I
writing?
get to give it to you in writing?
Because because you said it's a law.
I do.
I have planned. What's so funny? Why are you laughing at me or
I don't need.
y'all both of y'all?
I don't have anything in writing.
Well, it's a rule. You got it as a rule from somewhere. No, it's a rule from somewhere.
It's a rule that I'm telling
that you
as
telling me,
the
but
manager of the store.
right, but that's what you're making up. But is that the law? Is that
If
what?
I give you anything in writing, it would be a trespassing form saying you can't come back.
Why?
Here, and I don't want to do that.
So now you threatening me.
I'm not
So
threatening
you can't. You
I'm
want to
telling you
educate
the
me?
rules and you're being
And-
combative with me. You just say, okay, I will go and I will shop and I will leave.
You saying
That's
I'm
it.
being combative?
Yes, you are.
What is the definition of combative? How am I being combative by asking you, can you give it to me in writing so I can know the law so that I won't break it?
It's not a law.
Are you trying to make it so it can be something so I can't come in there right now into your store?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so I can go in the store and talk to you in the store. Come on.
Come in.
I'm going to talk to you in the store. I'm going to make my way through this now. So what are you saying to me? You don't want to tell me that it's the law. Where are you getting this information? Are you the store manager? Are you the owner?
I'm the store manager, yes.
May I have further information so that I can communicate it with you? This is a conversation that needs to be had. I have to use the bathroom. I'm sitting here doing the things that I need to do. I was not bothering anybody. I found no harm, and I'm homeless. Okay, I found a place where I can charge my phone. I'm sitting up there. I'm eating the food throughout the night. Did you see that? That I'm still eating your food? Huh? Did you see that on the camera? No, I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
I didn't see you eating any food now.
Well, so you really weren't looking at the camera because I was up eating these almond joys and this bread and stuff.
Time to watch you.
Well, you
for the entire
said
night.
you said that you seen me, so you don't know if I got
You
up
were
and left
there
and
at
came
10.
back. I was not there at 10. What time? What time was I sitting outside?
Listen, it doesn't
What time?
matter.
What time did you say 10?
Doesn't
What?
matter.
You said it's because yes, it
Okay.
does. At
I'm just
10
gonna
what?
ask you to leave.
Why do I have to leave?
Again, because you're causing trouble.
I'm telling you, I want to come in the store and shop. I'm not causing trouble.
Then you can go in and you can shop and then you can leave. Like every other customer does. here.
There's a place that I can sit up there and eat what I purchased as well. You even said that.
Yes, you can.
Okay, but I was not sitting outside at 10. I walked
Were you-
out the door
Did you
there.
spend the night outside? Yes, sir.
I'm homeless. Of course, I spend the night outside.
Okay.
And outside.
And I'm letting you know today.
And
that
I'm
you
also
cannot do
asking
that.
you, since you confronted me, I have a right as a person to also document this interaction with you.
You have the right to go right ahead.
And I'm asking you to document and give it to me in writing and what you're standing on. And so now
You
I knew
personally
that
can
you-
write down what I'm telling you,
But
I
you
don't
want to
need
make
to
sure
do
that as soon as you watch me on camera and getting up, and then as soon as I stand up to get up, you both come and you're laughing at me. And
No
then
one's
you tell
laughing
me
at
that I
you.
can shop here. This is like something that you all are doing to me and saying that I'm combative against you and telling me that I'm doing stuff to hurt you and I have not done anything wrong
You're not
to
hurting
you.
me.
You told me that I'm
I'm
combative
sharing with
towards
you
you and
our
I'm
rules.
causing trouble. And you telling me that I'm causing trouble with you.
You are,
Wow.
because if you would just accept what I am telling you and then follow those rules, then there would be no trouble. But here you're trying to argue with me and do these different things. And
But
that-
you're not being honest. I was
I
not
am
sitting
being
out
very
there.
honest
You
with
said what time was it? 10 what?
10:45.
I was not even I was not sitting outside your store at 10:45, sir. I was not.
Okay. Either way, you can't spend the night
But
outside
you
the store.
I want to tell you this. Do not say to me that I'm doing something that I'm not doing and you saying that I have to accept that. If you want me to accept something, why take the rights away from me as a customer and now you're going to harass me the whole time that I'm in the store?
As a customer, you don't have a right to sleep on our property.
Okay, but
You have a right to shop. You can use the
And
restroom.
if I wanna-
you can sit upstairs and
Yeah.
get the food that you purchased.
right, and I can do that. But what I'm saying is, why are you choosing to say that against me, where somebody can come and park their truck outside their semi in your parking lot, and you don't tell them that they have to leave? Right?
What time I was parked out in our parking lot?
No. That's not my concern. But I know that you are not going to tell somebody that parks their car like in a storm, that will park here overnight and wait. You're not going to do that to them, and you know you're
So
not.
who's going to pull my car up?
Okay.
You can use an umbrella. if
I
you
know
like.
she said.
See, y'all not going. It's not going to be. This is not a community discussion like that, unless you all want to make it like that, and then I would need to also. So yeah, that's how it is. And now you telling me that you are not showing me the
all
same.
that we've said is that you cannot sleep outside of our store. You cannot sit outside of our store all day. You're welcome
It doesn't
to get
have
more
to
food.
be
You're welcome
all
to go up and
day.
eat the food that you
It
have.
doesn't have to
That's
be
fine.
all day, but if it's something where I am sitting out there where I know that I can plug my phone up or whatever, or even it's nowhere here at all. And so yes, I'm trying to figure things too. Yes, someone has asked different things, but at the same time, I have to try to figure things through the best way that I can. And when somebody approached me, it's like then you all approach me. And when somebody is telling me, basically, am I waiting for a ride and trying to tell me what I'm doing and trying to like make assumptions where I never had a sign to say I'm standing here waiting on a ride.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? We're already through the beginning that I'm being told that I have to leave or that I'm exiting where I'm coming to. And then you all come. So then I'm wondering what else could it be that is causing this problem, because I don't know any other reason why that person would approach me other than whatever. I have not given anybody obligations, and I shouldn't have mentioned something or a familiar or whatever, but this is a place of business here. But why make the assumption and try to familiarize yourself with me or whatever? And so it's, I'm going to businesses and I don't want to communicate with the employees because they all can come and talk to me because I'm choosing to come to a private business. Yes, but then ask me what I'm doing. Don't tell me what I'm doing. Don't tell me for your reports or whatever that I'm being combative. You control your store. You do not control me. I know that I'm not being combative because you won't even define what combative is to me. You also said I've been sitting out there since 10:45. You did not see that on the camera. So did you even look at the cameras, or somebody come in here and tell you that get her out of here?
Nobody told me to get you out of here.
Or come and make a problem and so that she can't sit there, because you all did not have a problem any other time with anything else I'm doing. And then you're going to tell me get my stuff and leave, but you have amenities here that I can utilize throughout the day, even office spaces that I can rent and different things. Is that true or not?
That is for paying this, yeah.
Okay, so I am, and like I said, I sat out there and I was just drinking something from here today. So I'm again another customer. If I come in here each time and pay, then that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
And I reserve that right, and I ask you to give it to me any otherwise in writing. And you are telling me that you will only give me something to forbid me. And you are not the owner of this store, so you're taking money from the corporation for you said that you made the rule only on your own.
No,
You did say that. You said you made the rule.
This is what I'm talking about being competitive. You want to buy some stuff? Go right ahead.
So what am I doing? What does combative mean? Being able to articulate for myself?
You have two options right now. You can leave, or I'll call the police.
For what? What did I do? What crime are you saying I'm committing?
You don't need to commit a crime for me to have you leave.
You are. If
I
you
have that
okay,
right.
well then I can
I
be
have
able.
that
You don't
right.
have to call the police. Then you can talk to me and tell me
I've been
why.
trying to talk to you, but
And I'm
you want to
talking to you
argue
too.
with everything that I am
Do you
telling
know that arguing means
I
a
am
good
done
thing
with
too?
arguing with. I don't really care what it means. I'm telling you right now, please leave.
And you said that I can also shop here, right?
I've changed my mind. Please leave.
Why can't I shop here? What did I do?
Because you want
wrong
to stand
you?
here and argue with me.
No, I asked
It's
you
time
a
for you to
question.
go, or we're going to call the police.
So
Your
you
choice.
trespassing me out of the store in the rain? Is that what you're saying? Why would you
I
do that to
asked
me?
you
And I'm
to.
trying to be I am talking to you and I am pleading with you not to do that to me. And I'm homeless and I came here and I did not do
And I wanna
anything
help
wrong
you,
to you.
but you
Well then
wanna
why are you
argue
doing
with
this?
me.
No, I'm not. I'm being truthful about who I am. This is not fair. I have shopped at Festival for years, and now when I've spent money here, and it has been times, and now when I need somebody in the community, you all keep on trying to kick me out, and I have to keep on putting on this show and beg you. Now I don't have to go out there in the rain for just standing up for myself because you are doing wrong. I asked you what crime am I committing? Why can't you just talk to me? And you using
been
my
trying
words,
to
but
talk
you're
to you.
accusing me and saying that
I
I'm
haven't
being
accused
violent
you of
towards you.
anything.
You're saying that I'm being violent towards you. You
Say
haven't.
that.
My name is Jasmine Renee Davis. You haven't even told me
Say
your
violent.
name. You said I'm being
My name is
combative,
Sam.
and
It's
you're
right
not.
here on
You're
my
not
name tag.
describing what you're saying combative is. You're not. And I have to beg you to use your facilities. I'm not here to say that you're doing
I
anything
said right
wrong.
away that
I'm
you
not
could come in and use it. But you want to continue to stand here and argue with me.
Do you know that arguing is also a polite thing too? Do you know?
This doesn't feel like a polite conversation.
Because that's your feelings. I don't have that feeling. To educate me on something that you are trying to do, that is important to me. I want to know why.
It doesn't need to be a 20-minute conversation. It's pretty simple.
Well, then you don't
come
know
in,
who
you shop,
I am.
You go up there and you sit.
Okay, so if you open your textbook,
go.
right, and I read, I have the same textbook, right, and I read through mine. If I have a syllabus, I can be a person who completes that syllabus in 1 week. You could be a person who doesn't complete the syllabus until it's due. You can get an A and I can get an F. I can get an A and you can get an F. But it depends, and I can add extra books to it. I don't have to only use the books that you give me. I can go and purchase my own books and things, and your paper can be 1 page, and my paper can be a lot of pages, and I can be more well-rounded. If you are coming to me with specific information, and you're trying to teach me something about you and your rules, I have a right to understand. I have a right to know, and I have a right to have that documentation. If you're having an indictment against me,
We don't have a documentation for that.
you can
I
write.
think
You
I've
said that it's a
explained to
rule,
you
though.
the
So
rules
what? Why
pretty
did you
well.
come? What did you say?
I think I've explained it to you pretty well, the rules.
But what I'm saying to you, you said that you don't want me to come here. Fine, and it's being broadcast to see if I'm going to try to tell people what to do or their business or whatever. But it's not that. It's the way that now you are accusing me of doing something that I did not do. You also now it's like an indictment because you are saying that you're going to involve the police at a private place. Where I come here, I didn't come here with the police. I didn't come here bullying you. I can contact the health department. I can contact the police about you. I can contact other people about you too. But you're using your corporation. Well, I also have a corporation. You know what I'm saying? And so it could be some business that I want to do with your owner, sitting out here and assessing the property or whatever, and you just interfere with the way that I make my life. You understand that? And so you're not the owner. You're not who I would do business with.
I have
And
the
when I'm trying
authority
to, you do
to
not. You
run
have the
this
authority,
store.
and I also have the authority for you to be honest about what you're saying to me.
You don't have any authority over me.
You are telling
Or
me
this
that you
building
are
or
going to
this
call the
property.
police because I only want to know what you're saying about me because that was not me at 10:45 outside.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying to you. You begin issuing an indictment from me as soon as I got up so that you can try to trespass me and say it so I couldn't move on my
It's
way.
fine to trespass you.
You, like I
Trespassing
said,
means that you can't come back. We're not trying to do that.
and now I'm going to have to contact the person who approached me and say, am I leaving? That wasn't pleasant to visit someone, like to say to someone, hi, why not say, hi, are you coming into the store? Is there anything that we can do to assist you? But no, are you waiting on your ride to leave? How you know if I'm waiting on a ride? How you know if I need any assistance from anybody else? You said this is your store, but you are in charge, but this is how I'm being approached. That's discrimination. That's being judgmental. That's not me being combative. You all are coming to me, and I have not said that you're abusing me, and you all are exiting me instead of welcoming me. And you like, I'm not here to spend. I'm here to spend cash, not food stamps, my own money.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So that's another thing. You all are rejecting business.
We're not. When we
And you
approached-
reserved
when
that
we
right.
approached you, you said you were
I was
coming into
getting
the
ready
store,
to
and I
leave.
said, okay, come
and
on
you
in.
approached me right when I was getting ready to
We approached
go.
you to tell you that you can't spend the night outside our store. That hasn't
Okay,
changed.
but and
You can
and,
come in, you can purchase items, you can sit on the dining deck, and you can eat those items. You can use the restroom. Those are all things that we have told you.
and for me to beg you and
And
say
we've been
on
standing here for
my
almost a half
video,
an hour. You
Well,
should have been in the store already doing all those things.
I could have still been standing outside on my video. Before I even was getting ready to, I could have had you. You took away from my intellectual property what I was doing. I did not have to talk to you out there, right? Because I was not committing a crime.
I'm going to tell you this one last time. You want to come in, you want to shop, you want to sit on the dining deck and eat some of your food that you purchased, feel free. If
Okay.
not, then you can go.
And
Those are
also,
your
may I have
options.
the information so that without you saying, and I did beg you and cry because I don't want to have to get out there and freeze my ass off
I don't
and
want
go
that
through
either.
all kind of
I don't
stuff
want that
or
either.
whatever. But I had planned to come in here or whatever. And also, like I said, there is things that I can rent here and that I can reserve that right and different things that I can do here as well. Okay? What time do you all close?
Close at 11.
So even if I was sitting there at 10:45, that should not have been a problem.
It's the problem after 11.
Right, but you said that you seen me on. You did not come to me and
It's
say
irrelevant the exact time that you got here.
So-
we know you, as you admitted, it was
that. Admit
overnight.
it. I don't have to admit anything.
Okay.
I said it.
I'm gonna walk away from this conversation now. It's not doing any good.
Okay, so
you have a choice. You can go that way. You can
and
go this
also,
way.
so even though I did plead with you about staying here, sir, I'm also asking for information so that I can have an incident report of it. Are you gonna have an
We're
incident?
not
Are you
gonna file.
filing?
We're not filing any reports. We're not doing anything like that.
Okay, why not?
What incident am I reporting? I
You
don't
said
report
that-
to anybody.
I have been doing things that I had to admit to instead of just having a conversation. And when I'm able to hold a conversation with you and communicate with you, it's not right. That's why I use the reference of being in a class. If I can talk to you and be able to communicate, you're not gonna like now it's a competition. Why are you? It's like you're not picking on somebody your own size. You don't want me to communicate with you, and now you're gonna use it as
Our
I'm being
communication
abusive.
isn't going anywhere.
Because you're not allowing the productivity. You saying you're not seeing the beauty. You're not acknowledging that. And then you have two people here and it's only me. And then somebody else came talking, and that's why I walked a little bit away because I don't know who that person is, and I'm not going to allow this and all kind of other people. And that's another reason why I have reported this. It's no reason why I need to beg somebody to come in the store and spend money with them to prevent that.
Nobody's
Where I
stopping
already,
you from
because
coming in the
now,
store.
you know why? Because I had plans. I didn't know this. And now I'm being arraigned, and I'm going to have to do all kinds of stuff, and it's going to stop me from being who I am. I don't have any arrogance against me. I don't have all that or whatever. What it's going to do is also invite you into, now I have to plan for who you are, and then I also have to be who I am, but it's going to be
Why don't you
unwanted.
hold on one moment?
So what are you about to do?
I'm going to talk to my associate for a moment.
So you telling me to hold here for what? This is like a community effort, and that's what I'm saying. And yeah, I did say that woman from the church, and that's her private environment or whatever. And maybe I shouldn't said that, but at the same time, I'm not going to be exited out of somewhere when somebody first see me. They're not going up to every other person. I want to see them go up to every other customer. Yeah, I may be doing something that is unusual or whatever, but also at the same time, when somebody tells me to go somewhere and not be on one property and that I can go to another property, McDonald's is a private property. Whoever, all these different places are private properties. So what happened? What are you saying now? What's the
All right.
problem?
So, you got some food? You need some food?
I'm gonna
You
buy
wanna
some
purchase
stuff.
food?
Yeah, I want to. And I could have said, I already said, record it. I said, I'm gonna go in here and buy some more stuff today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
and
I bought.
Go ahead and do that.
Okay, so what did you just talk to him about me for? You said that you went to talk. What
I
was
talked to
it?
him over there because it was private. Okay?
Did it have something to do with me?
It doesn't matter. You wanna,
Wait,
you
wait,
wanna
wait.
come in?
But if it
Purchase
has
some
something to do
food.
with me, why don't you want to talk to me about what it has to do with me? If you want a copy of this video, I'll be happy to
No,
give
no,
that
I
to
don't
you.
need a copy of the video.
Because I was already recording.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's why I
fine.
said there has to be something that has to be done. And if you're saying that you're doing private things that have to do with me, that's a problem. But
I
then
have
you're
the right
telling
to
me
do
that
that.
this is a private business. So I can't do whatever I want to do in your private business, but you communicating about me privately.
I have the
How
right
is
to
that
do that
working?
here.
So
It's
you
my
have a
right.
right to. So you telling me I don't have a right to though?
You have rights, sure, of course you do. But
So what gives you permission over me though? So if I walk in here, then you own
because
it.
this is our business.
Right? Is it a private club?
It's a private business. We have the right to refuse service to anybody. We have the
Okay,
right
so
to-
when I come in here as a customer, does that mean that you have ownership over me and you can do whatever you want to do to me when I come here?
Of
Just
course
tell
not.
me.
Of course
So
I
then
can't
that
do
means,
anything to you, and I haven't. Right?
or do anything that's pertaining to me, make choices about me.
I can make decisions on my own. With no
So-
you
so-
can make decisions too.
So that's why I said, let me know, because I might turn around and walk out the door. That's why I want to talk to you. Because I'm not going to agree to you being able to do whatever you want to do to me up in here.
No one's gonna do anything to you.
Because I have a right to turn around and walk away. Is
You
this
do,
a
at
religious
any time.
establishment?
No.
What laws other than the state of Wisconsin laws are you subscribing to right now?
Well, federal laws, of course, and then
Okay.
local statutes.
Okay, so none of them are telling you that you can involve me, a private person, and talk about me privately without sharing what you share. Now, if you are recording, okay, without my permission, that's one thing. You can record a conversation, but I have a right to ask you for a copy of that recording. And
I'm not recording our
no,
conversation.
no. But also, if you are talking to another person about me, and I ask you, what are you talking about? Then you're telling me that I don't have to know about what you're talking about. I told you that my name is Jasmine Renee Davis. You approached me first. I approached the store yesterday when I came here. I went right to the service desk and purchased my items. If you all have any problems with me, that would have been the time that you see me and you talk to me. And you say whatever you need to say to me. Whatever, I'm always going to be myself. If right now, if I get some food from you and it's messed up, just like these Almond Joys that I purchased just from yesterday, look at this wrinkled bag. I made a comment about it too on my Facebook page, but I did not. I did not complain. But the bag is wrinkled. The Almond Joys were smushed down. Look at this. Look at. When I opened the package, I just got these yesterday, and I did say some of them were in working order. This one is pretty good, and I had one other one that was pretty good, and I said that too. But I could have said I want a refund from you. Just like, even though I begged you, or I didn't necessarily, but I pleaded with you and I cried because it's not right, because I don't want a case being built up on me. Another place trying to tell me, that I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to do, and then everywhere I go, and then that way it's nowhere for me to go in a city. There's laws that homeless people have too. But I have a right. You said that you're using the federal, you're using the local, the states, all this different stuff. But apparently you are subscribing to something, and it's other than control. When a woman I recognize that that I only know from one place, talks to me and tells me that I'm exiting somewhere. And that may be her behavior, that may be how she is, or whatever the situation is. And then you come to me and you're saying that, and I'm thinking like, okay, no, you know what? This is a church. I'm growing. This is not the church. She's from the church. This is the store. I'm growing through my stuff. Nobody has me. Nobody caught me, busted me, any of that. Okay? But then for when you say that to me, I'm wondering, why would that person say that? If I'm just sitting here and the store is open, then these people should not come to me at all and say anything to me. The store is not open. I was starting to get up. I could have walked away and went somewhere else. But I said, you know what? I want to take care of some things because I have some calls. I can rent a room that you all have a phone in, and I can take care of my business, and I can do these things that I can rent from you. So I said, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to see. I haven't really, I want to see something about festival, but I'm telling you that if I get something that I don't like, I have a right to say something to you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to change about me.
Sure.
And I'm not trying to rob you. I'm not trying to get anything free from you. And I know that may be a problem, like that I'm homeless, that I don't have money, that I may be trying to hustle. But not everyone is like that. And that's the
Nobody-
thing.
Yeah, I understand. I agree. You haven't tried to do any of those things.
So I called the non-emergency.
What?
And an officer's gonna swing by here to have a conversation with us.
Why you calling the police and why wouldn't you tell me that?
We want them to come and talk because we need a mediator to help.
How? And now
Because
you
we're
call the
not getting
police
anywhere
and
on
I
this.
was just about to walk away and you said that I can shop up in here.
That was maybe. You've said that for quite some time
When, and
now. We're
I,
still
and
right
also
here.
and I was and I you also said out there and I was able to walk in here. So now you telling me I'm trespassing?
No,
So now you tell me I have to leave?
I'm not saying that either.
So why are you calling the police on me and to make it
Because we're
seem like and
concerned
now
for
they
your well-being. We're not calling the police.
you
in a
concerned
negative
for
way.
my well-being?
Correct.
How? How?
Well, okay, A, you're homeless. B,
That's not your concern. I can be homeless.
okay.
What else?
It's my concern because you're in our store, but we want to make sure that you're taken care of.
Taken care of how?
Well, you obviously need shelter.
They can't help me. They already know that. And then that's why you hid. You want to talk to him as I was getting. This is all recorded.
Okay.
So you have him to do the dirty work.
No.
We don't want to kick you out when it's pouring rain, but we
So why
also-
you call the police?
Because we want somebody that could help us out here.
How? What to help you? How?
Is there somewhere else that we could go that'd be?
I'm shopping here, and I was told even during this conversation after you talked to him that I could still shop here. I have my mind, and I'm not going to be fooled.
Okay.
You even just stood here while you leaning on the lottery machine, the Wisconsin lottery machine, and told me. And I said, okay, I'm going to come here, but if there is a problem, just because I begged you does not mean that I'm not going to talk to you about the problem. I've been trying to talk to you about the problem, and I need to charge my phone. Where's the charger around here, please? I'm going to go into the bathroom.
Okay.
And you said that you're not going to have the police to kick me out, right?
We're gonna come and we're gonna talk.
Do you want me to leave? Because I can leave on my own.
I don't want you to leave in the rain. No.
But
it's
why?
storming
So
out
you want me
there.
to go in a police car? You gonna have me arrested?
No, of course not. You didn't do anything
So
to
what
be
is it?
arrested.
Okay, so why would you call the police? You
So they
got
can
all that
help.
education and power, and you
So-
gotta have the police
So
to
they
do
can
it.
help us. They're
Help
civil
you do
servants.
what? They're police officers.
Yeah, and they're here to help.
I need to charge my. There's something that's not right about this. And I'm handling it this way. Maybe I shouldn't have said something or whatever, but right when I leave, this must be it's unconstitutional and other things. They knew my phone battery was low, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not opening this door without turning on my video. I'm not committing any crimes, please. I'm about to call the police though. Share this video.